So this is an excerpt from the book called Creative Confidence. It is one of the favorite books that I've read on design thinking and creativity. I recommend this book to everyone who is looking to embark upon a journey of creativity and trying to find a creative spark in themselves. The main theme of this book is that creativity doesn't come from just sitting and thinking. You have to get into the action, and once you keep doing things, once you keep doing experimentation along the way, you tend to get creative flair in that process, because at the end of the day, creativity is more about understanding and observing the various interconnectedness of the things around you and trying to figure out a novel way of combining themselves. The novel way can come in the form of a product, the novel way can come in the form of a new process, or in the form of a completely new system. So this is one of the excerpts that we are going to read, and it is more about chance and serendipity. And the main idea again here is that serendipity doesn't come to you in silos. Serendipity comes from a series of experimentations. So this is page number 105 of Creative Confidence, and let me read this to you. Won't take a lot of time. The headline is Cultivate Creative Serendipity. The muses can be fickle. Gaining a flash of insight is never as easy as switching on a light, nor is it as straightforward as using methodology of logic, mathematics, or physics. But you can create an epiphany-friendly environment within yourself and your organization to cultivate the seeds of creative energy. French chemist Louis Pasteur famously asserted 160 years ago that chance favors the trained mind. In fact, some translations of this original phrase suggest that he really meant chance favors only the prepared mind. The history of discovery is full of creative serendipity. For example, growing up in Greater Akron, Ohio, we learned in history class that Charles Goodyear discovered vulcanization when he inadvertently spilled a mixture of rubber and sulfur on the stove. Even if it happened that way, there's a lot more than mere luck involved in creating a successful business out of it. Once you have spilled rubber on the stove, which anyone in Akron could tell you would smell up the entire house, you have to take a moment to fully understand your discovery rather than just frantically trying to clean it up before your wife or parents get home. Goodyear both noticed and understood the significance of this breakthrough, which is partly why there is a multi-billion-dollar company named after him. Successful scientists must have been extremely susceptible to such happy accidents because there are dozens of such stories in the history of science and invention. From penicillin to pacemakers and from saccharin to safety glass, a lot of discoveries have come into this world because scientists noticed that one of their mishaps or mistakes had turned into a breakthrough. Their success from failure stories indicate not only that they were keen observers, but also that they were conducting a lot of experiments to begin with. Goodyear didn't just spill the little rubber on stove while making dinner. He had been searching for a way to stabilize rubber for years and had tirelessly experimented with different approaches. Maybe Pasteur really meant chance favors people who do lots of experiments and then pay very close attention when something unexpected happens. Less quotable, of course, but probably a more descriptive of reality. And this kind of serendipity is not limited to the scientific world. Many new ventures have started with a chance encounter, from striking up a conversation at an industry conference to gaining insight from a fellow passenger on a long flight. So take the spirit of Pasteur's admonition to heart. Nurture the kind of prepared mind that seizes the moment when an epiphany occurs. And then try conducting more experiments as we discuss in the next chapter, moving from plan to action. So this is the next chapter the author is talking about. Last paragraph, it's really significant. Sometimes simple changes in perspective can spark new insights. If you let go of what you know and you can start looking at things with fresh eyes and with more questions than answers. But the real insights come from getting out into the world and gaining empathy with people whose lives you want to improve. This is such a significant chapter, and this book is something I have read multiple times, and I would recommend everyone to read it 2 to 3 times if they are really trying to create something new in the world. So, till the next read, goodbye and have a good week ahead.